So, last time we did Onslaught, and right now we are currently moving on to the next. But right now we had to apparently kill off this weird threat. It is some kind of hive mind thing that is currently destroying stuff. Kira and Scourge have managed to come out of the Jedi, the Republic storyline, class stories in order to go and save us from some type of weird plague. Well, Darth Malgus ended up escaping because some droid had a genius idea of taking off his explodey head explosion thing. And I also got my seat back on Dark Council, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's go. I would say this is pretty eventful.
Commander, looks like our new friends from the Hand have just entered orbit. I'll get them cleared to land right away.
Darth Nox. I am Darth Rivix. I believe the Empress told you to expect me.
You'll be the Hand's liaison to the rest of the Empire?
Precisely. Competition for the role was heated, as I'm sure you can imagine. I am proud to have stood above all others. I'll have my shuttle bring me to the surface directly. I always prefer speaking in person.
I've just regained the title of Darth Nox.
Face to face at last. Your hollow does you no justice, my friend.
Welcome to Odessen. We're honored by your visit.
And I am honored to be your guest. Permit me to be direct. My duty as liaison is to facilitate your operations as best I can. My success is judged by your success. I will not profit from obstructing or undermining you. Much as I savor them, deception and manipulation are not among my objectives here. I will relate my Empress's desires to you and your accomplishments to her. Anything you require of the Empire's resources, I will obtain. I shall be your ally, your spokesman, and I hope your confidant. You have my vow on it.
I hope you can live up to your word. I don't take disappointment well.
Nor should you. The best deserves the best. Now, if I may impose upon you a bit more before we delve into official matters, I would love a tour of your base. The stories I've heard.
Of course. I'll show you around myself.
Wonderful. Lead the way.
Oh man, do I have to?
Take a breath.
Can't believe they're running out Rubik's. I forgot Ego doesn't exist anymore.
Our military wing. Commodore Pardax commands our fleet and ground forces.
Your soldiers come with the highest recommendation. To overcome the forces of Zakul, where so many others failed, they must be magnificently deadly. A pity to have lost the Eternal Fleet. But victory will be ours regardless.
This is Commodore Pardax. Oh my god. Her hat's hilarious. I do not want one of these hats. It's like, what the heck? Dang, Pardax. Okay. Okay, Pardax. Dang. I can see why Ego says, I recommended you. Oh yes. I can see why now.
Admiral Ago's doing the best he can. But with our limited resources,
We have a lot of resources. What are you talking about? Okay, who's hemorrhaging resources?
I've got you.
Our Force Enclave.
I'm told your apprentices have trained with members of several Force-using groups, including Jedi. A valuable advantage in combat. Should you require additional Sith to aid in their training, you have only to ask, my lord.
Bro, where'd you go? Rubix, where'd you go, man? Oh my god. Oh my god. They're here. Okay.
Should feel better now.
Our science labs. Dr. Ogorob leads our research teams.
A hot scientist. The reports were true. It's wonderful to meet you, Dr. Ogorob.
You must be Darth Rivix. I cannot thank you enough for the wealth of materials you forwarded. Targeted viral pathogens, cross-species manipulation of cerebrocortical structures. Truly fascinating research.
Thrilled to oblige.
Where's my character list? Tiptoe. What the heck? Hells, what the heck are you doing? A bunch of logistic stuff. Oh yes, the logistics.
Here, this will help.
Our underworld trading experts. You've already spoken with Hilo Vids.
Your integration of otherwise criminal activities and personnel is truly innovative. Where others see risk, you see opportunity.
My crews appreciate those free fly codes. Never had smoother sailing in Imperial territories.
Of course, whatever aids the hand, aids the Empire.
I hope that she's using them to her advantage, as in, like, making it profitable for everyone. Oh my god, I forgot to buy stuff from the black market goods vendor. Rivix, what on earth are you going? Rivix looks more like... Doesn't really look like a pureblood Sith, though, that's the thing.
Should feel better now.
I can see why Ego would with products. Like, yeah, I can see now. Okay.
This view is magnificent. You have so much to be proud of.
We get it, we get it. You're trying to... We get it, you're trying to simp for me, okay?
The cantina. Care for a drink?
Not at the moment, but I would love to share one later. I'm very impressed. You must be quite proud of what you've achieved here.
I am. Ready to get started?
Absolutely.
Lana must be cheesed. It's like, what are you doing? This person's trying. It's like, what are you doing? This person's trying to like steal my wifey, and I'm like, yeah, Lana, you gotta bump up your skill. You gotta bump up your like, your act here.
The destruction of the Meridian complex on Corellia continues to accelerate our war efforts. We've won decisive victories in the Bormir, Atravis, and Anoat sectors. The Republic is reeling. Perfect conditions for the Hand to press the advantage.
Where does Asino want us to strike first?
That will come in time. For now, let's focus on logistical concerns. We are solidifying supply lines and secure communications between Odessen and the rest of Imperial space. A full detachment of Imperial troops is already en route to serve at your command. Assault troops, security personnel, patrol ships, and so on. Now then, there is one other matter that needs your attention as we spin up the Hand's day-to-day operations. As promised, your previous holdings as a member of the Dark Council have been transferred to the Hand for your direct control. This includes the Imperial Reclamation Service, as well as Moff Pyron's Silencer fleet. That said, the Silencers are currently engaged in key operations along the front line. I believe they belong under your capable command, but Darth Krovos would prefer they were allocated for continued use in her operations. Your preference?
Moff Pyron may continue his current assignment for the time being, but when I call, I will expect them to answer.
I will be sure Krovos and Pyron both understand the situation. I believe that concludes our business for the day. Do you require anything else?
Any word on Darth Malgus? I haven't seen him since Corellia.
You are not alone in that. No one has seen him since the battle. It's all rather mysterious. Perhaps he was more badly injured than anyone knows. Or perhaps he's gone rogue again. But surely that's not possible.
I will not return. I will not return. I will not.
Once again, your vital signs have elevated far beyond ideal values. I am concerned that these episodes pose a risk of permanent damage.
Then stop them.
I have already removed all physical modifications related to your loyalty assurance protocols. These hallucinations are the result of psychological manipulation. To correct such potent mental conditioning is beyond my program's scope of practice. Honestly, I am unaware of any technique capable of editing the pathways of your mind so extensively.
I have heard of one possibility. Set course for Dantooine.
Or you could have just gone to boss, but okay. Could have achieved the same thing as boss.
This will help.
What is this? Oh. Could have gone to boss, but okay. Guess you can go to Dantooine yourself. Could have just asked.
We've waited too long as it is. Something is wrong. I'm sure of it.
Smashing up the place isn't gonna solve anything. We'll find the ship. It's gonna be all right.
You broke my TV.
I take it there's no sign of the transport with Satil and her followers?
Nothing. It isn't responding to our signals. And scheduled stop. No sign.
Which leaves just about 200 or 300 systems to search.
There must be another way!
Let's start by not breaking anything. This furniture wasn't free.
Go easy on him. It's been hundreds of years since he felt real emotions. He's a bit out of practice. All we can do is start searching from the ship's last known coordinates, which, for us, could take forever. So we get an expert. We'll send T7 out with an escort and all the probe droids we can find. They'll cover more ground and sort through sensor readings faster than we ever could. T7 works as astromech magic, crunches the probe data to pay bill, and we find our missing ship in a matter of days or weeks, instead of years.
I can't think of anyone better for the job.
Yeah, T7.
That's everything settled then. As soon as we get coordinates, you'll be the first to know. Don't worry, your furniture's safe. He'll calm down in a bit.
You broke like 2 TVs, man.
Should feel better now.
Oh, we got mail. Let's see, indigo. Ever need something from Max Shaw? We can help. Major Anri said should have seen how many junk. Oh, one junker nutcase. Malgus, victory is near. Good job, Malgus. Henry, you missed out. Krobos, blah, Corellia. Lana said. Oh, Lana's she's supporting me. Feels a bit at home. Ah yes, Imperial bureaucracy, aka infighting. We love infighting. Except apparently we don't have infighting. I can't do anything because apparently we are the new empire, as in like a new empire, so we kind of actually had to obey for once and not run around wild. So that's a big thing. Me killing Anathol was like borderline not okay.
You don't demand anything, Jakaya. Certainly not from her.
If you're risking your life out there, I'll demand what the clan requires.
What's going on?
It seems I'm a child in need of a parent.
You're Mandalore, the Avenger. You have responsibilities to all of us.
So you often tell me.
Who's this?
Jakaya Ordo. One of my best. He managed to avoid my notice for too long, but now I've put him to work. Though I'm having second thoughts.
I would gladly go back to being an unknown, Great Mandalore. I prefer the talk of warriors to the endless jabbering of politics.
The curse of being skilled at both, you old rancor.
So you're the one. Not sure if I should call you Commander.
Not necessary. The need for a commander is done.
Understood. I like to be clear on these things. Helps me get your measure. The fact is, Darth Nox, I only know your reputation. I don't know you. It's my job to take a hard look at anyone this close to Mandalore. My kind and yours have worked together a long time, Sith. As a result, we've both grown powerful. I don't understand your power, but you've got more in your two hands than a carrier full of heavy artillery.
I've worked with Shay a long time with no problems. What changed?
You don't clean a gun when you're under fire. I keep things running around here because everything has a place. Except you. It was time to get your measure.
And?
I've seen your face. Looked into your eyes. That's what I wanted.
Satisfied?
For now.
Good. I'm sure you have more important things to do.
Some clan grumbling to track down. More than the usual complaints. Raz and I will check into it. Jakaya out.
Raz?
His brother. They're a family of Mandalorians. Lost a sister a few years back.
Something wrong?
That's the first time he's mentioned a clan issue. He oversees a lot of the day-to-day details without a word.
Do you trust him to deal with this?
Yes. If I didn't, he wouldn't have my support. I may grow restless at the jabbering of politics, but I will do right by my clans. He's better for rooting out this kind of thing anyway. He kept an assassin's knife out of my gut more than once. You're a leader. How would you deal with unrest in the ranks?
If a group has a problem, it's usually for a reason. Maybe they see something you don't.
We have more in common than I thought. Mandalorians must be allowed to speak out, to think for themselves, to be effective. Jakaya demands order. Everything working together as a whole. I understand, and it keeps it all running, but I don't work that way. Well, looks like I've got reports to review on escort missions we've been overseeing. Jakaya snuck them into the transmission. Sneaky Chakar.
I'll leave you to it.
So, when on earth is my character going to be making out with Shay Bizla?
Did you learn anything from the clans?
Nothing I haven't mentioned before. A lot of heated words. Some are saying Mandalorians are just glorified couriers.
Still unable to see past their next fight. All tactics and no strategy.
However restless you are in the position, Mandalore, you sound like a leader.
I sound angry. My blaster is still a better negotiator than I will ever be. What about the escort runs?
Silence. But only a fool would believe they haven't heard something.
What happened?
Some of the cargo ships we were looking after ran into trouble. Mostly scouts sniffing around. But one exchanged fire. We've been looking into it.
Jakaya.
Darth Nox. We meet again. I've been keeping an eye on you.
And?
Mandalore was right to stand by your side.
Sounds like you should be watching someone else.
Always.
Who would attack Mandalorian ships?
That's the real question. They're well equipped and they know our methods.
What can I do?
Your offer is appreciated, but we have things in hand.
Any theories?
A few. It's not bandits. It's not even a cartel looking to make a mark. This feels different. Like they're testing our defenses. I know you object, Mandalore, but we must look closer to home.
I don't object. I just want to be sure. Would some of the clans really go that far?
I'm not ruling it out. Like I said, there were some heated words.
The Mandalorians have a long history of fighting each other.
It's in our blood. We should have clamped down harder on the clans when we had the chance. The wound has festered.
No, Mandalorians aren't droids. We're best when we don't have some restraining bolt on our neck, even if it costs us.
Put a stop to this, or I will.
It won't come to that. If your help is needed, we'll ask. But enough talk. Our agreements must continue. We gave our word those cargo transports would be safe.
Understood, Mandalore. I'll see if I can draw the enemy out. Can't fight what we can't see. If I'm lucky, I'll make them mad enough to come out and play. Jakaya out.
I'd prefer a fight to all this sneaking about.
Agreed. Keep me informed.
Count on it.
I've got you.
T7, you found the ship with Satil Shan and her students?
Finally. Great work.
We need those coordinates now. There isn't a moment to spare.
Fall back. We have the coordinates. Leave it to us.
We need to get there now. The servants have found their master.
The servants? I can't believe there are any of them left.
The servants?
They're the Sith Emperor's worst fanatics. They don't even have names, just Servant 1, Servant 2, and so on.
Each time we think we've killed the last of them, more always appear.
We have to get moving. If the servants are involved, this is even worse than we thought.
How did they even find your ship? We had a head start, and it still took weeks.
They must hear their old master's call in their minds. Just as we feared.
We can't risk taking anyone else. They won't be able to resist the Emperor's control like we can. I'll get a shuttle prepped. Meet me as soon as you're ready. One way or another, this ends today.
Take a breath.
I am meeting with Lona Benico here. Scourge, stop destroying my place, man. Stop destroying my base. I had to replace so much furniture because of you. So much furniture. Excuse me.
I realize this is something you must do without me, but I couldn't let you go without at least wishing you luck. The way this is unfolding, I'm completely disheartened. I never dreamed we'd face Valkorion again, and now you must do so without my help. I hope you know that if I could, I would be by your side for this.
I always appreciate your concern, but I hate making you worry. This will be over soon, I promise.
I don't doubt it. Just stay safe.
Good, you're still here. I was hoping to catch you before you took off.
What is it, Theron?
I hope there's room for one more on that shuttle, because I'm going with you.
That's not a good idea. You could get infected, like SWTOR and her students. Or worse.
I know it's risky, but SWTOR is in trouble. I have to help. I lost one parent. I'm not just standing by and letting the other one go. Not if there's something I could do to save her. Whatever the Emperor's doing, I can resist it. I was on Ziost. He didn't control me then. Sure as hell won't let him affect me now.
Commander. We need to speak with you. Before you go...
Is the entire Alliance planning to come along?
I don't believe so.
We're coming with you. We helped you defeat Valkorion before, and we won't abandon you now. Whatever this weapon is that he's unleashed, I'm sure it won't have any power over Arkan and I.
This is just as much our responsibility as it is yours. If there's the slightest chance Valkorion could return, we must do what we can to stop him.
Sorry to interrupt your send-off, but we need to get going.
We will accompany you.
I'm going too.
That is really not a good idea.
Kira is correct. Too many are already infected by Tenebrae's weapon. Bringing you is too great a risk.
That's not your call to make. The only orders I'm following are the commander's.
All right then. What do you think?
You know how we... No,
I wasn't expecting anyone to offer to come with us, especially since we don't truly know what we're up against. We're going to need all the support we can get. Thank you.
If that is your decision.
It is.
Then let us proceed as carefully as possible. This changes the entire plan.
Yeah, well, Scourge apparently...
I wish you all good luck. And I'll keep our forces here on high alert. Should you need us, just say the word.
We appreciate the support, Lana. Thank you.
Whatever you need.
Enough talk. Let us depart before we lose the droid.
That's very true. We need to say it's T7. You know, we might as well just go. You know, Theron, it's your fault. Okay, it's gonna be your day. Okay, your family's stupid. We'll go. Might as well go. Okay. Apparently, Senya and Arkan might as well. Let's just all go. Watch it later. I think babysit all of them because they all get incapacitated.
We're here, scanning the transport. Power fluctuations, system failures. Looks like the engines are out of commission. There's a ship parked in the hangar bay, but I can't tell if it's T7 shuttle or the servants.
There's our answer.
We'll have to go in through one of the airlocks, but we can't connect while they're shooting at us.
Leave them to us.
Locked on and sealed. We're ready to go in.
No matter what we find, we'll do what must be done. Understood?
We will not hesitate.
Good. Good.
Feel the power of the Sith.
Yeah, I could feel a lot of power here because I am the power. I'm like holding up 99% of the manpower here. Okay, I'm 99% strength for this team.
For the record, this ship was not creepy when we left.
Well, a little paint job and it'll be fine.
Now it's the compressor.
Impossible! I checked it not 5 minutes ago.
Check it again.
What's going on down there? We must leave immediately.
doesn't make sense. Every time we repair one system, another fails.
That must be T7's handiwork. Wonder where he's hiding. Let's find a way to take these guys down quietly once their boss disconnects. No sense...
You will not escape. This ship will be your tomb.
You were saying? Come on.
This is going great, Scourge. Scourge, you're really ruining it here.
Impressive.
I've barely begun.
It's good to see you too, little guy. Great work stalling them till we could get here. So these guys aren't our only problem then? Who else would even know about this?
It doesn't matter. Anyone who stands against us will die. Must die.
Agreed. We can't afford to take any chances. Strike first, sort out the details later.
Let's keep everyone contained. Then we'll worry about who's killing who. Alright, I'll take T7 and make sure the engines and hyperdrive are permanently shut down. Weapons and shields too, just in case.
We must still ensure that no one who has boarded this ship can leave. We cannot risk this corruption spreading.
We should check all the escape pods, then launch them before anyone can use them.
That mystery shuttle in the hangar, too. T7 can take our shuttle out once we've finished sabotaging everything.
Agreed. Stay in contact.
What am Theron? I'm assuming both of them are just circling around to make sure we're all secure. I can see why Scourge was former Emperor's Wrath. He's powerful and big compared to my Sith warrior.
Embrace the power.
Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. That certainly doesn't work. Okay.
You survived.
Okay, then how else do I do this? What? What? I went on the platform.
Embrace the power.
I literally went on the platform. What the heck?
This ship is huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes. Is there a question?
Why such a huge ship?
It doesn't matter. We need to stay focused.
I'm just making small talk, Scourge. That's a very good question, though. Why on earth do we need a big ship? It's literally just... Why do you need a big ship? Like, seriously.
You survived.
Just fought 2 more servants. They must have packed them in tight on those shuttles.
That's the last of them. Tenebrae's dogs won't escape us now.
You truly hate them, don't you?
They are beyond contempt. They betrayed their empire, betrayed the entire galaxy, to absolutely no purpose. As Sith, we break our own chains, choose our own path, overcome all that stands in our way. These wretches wear the name servant with pride. They happily enslave themselves to a madman. That the Sith ever tolerated them is repugnant. That we still contend with their delusions after all these years.
You've been in this fight for a long time, but it's almost over now. I promise.
Let's make our way to the hangar. We need to find out who else seeks to wear the former Emperor's chains.
Watch it be frickin' Malgus coming in, and I'm like, oh man, not again.
You're finished. We left only a few droids to guard the ship. To cause this much damage, someone else must have been fighting the servants.
These scorch marks are from lightsabers.
Yes. The servants used them. But who was here to fight them?
That's an Eternal Empire shuttle. From Zakul.
Old servants and new, vying for scraps from their once great master. Pathetic.
How could any of the Zakul Knights know about this?
Perhaps they were closer to their master than we knew. I sense no one on board.
Shield generators are toast. We're taking the weapons offline now.
We've launched all of the escape pods and cleared the hangar. There may be Zakulans on board.
Just what we needed. We'll keep our eyes open.
Time to take the bridge.
I'm ready.
Honestly?
Still clear out here. Once you've got the ship disabled, we'll come back you up.
Honestly, based on like previous expansions, nothing. There's probably a bunch of different surprises. What should be like, I don't know, like Chemval or something like that. Just here defending. Well, Chem, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't know, I'm just going rogue. I know it would be like a Shara defending. It's like a Shara, you can barely wield the lightsaber. What on earth are you doing?
How could you afford a ship this size?
We didn't. Kira stole it.
Hey, don't drag me into this. I wanted to take the Corvette. Faster, more maneuverable, about 10 less decks to clean.
I need my space. Feel the power of the Sith.
What the hell? That's a great timing. Yeah, they had to steal it because the Republic doesn't pay him anything. Being a Jedi doesn't have a salary. Yeah, it's like a stipend. Sith, I got to make my own salary. And take odd jobs.
Feel the power of the Sith.
Engines are history. This thing won't be moving another centimeter. Unless an even bigger ship comes along to tow it, of course.
Enough!
Sorry, you're right. There is no ship big enough to tow a scrap pile this size.
Enough.
Okay, Scourge doesn't like jokes. Interesting, scions. Another scion, huh?
These corpses.
Scions of Zakul. Their leader told me they would return when it was their time to die.
They must have taken the ship off course in the first place. But were they trying to hide from us? Or the servants? Are they allies or enemies?
The Scions follow their prophecies, above all. There's no way to know whose side they're on.
Then we approach with caution, assuming any of them are still alive.
So many lives lost. It must end, here and now.
Revan?
The end is closer than ever before, but the threat is as dire as we could have imagined. The ritual inscribed on Tenebrae's body, the plague that was unleashed, is feeding on its victims' minds. Tenebrae is being remade. I can feel it. You must intervene before it's too late.
I thought you had become one with the Force on Yavin.
As long as Tenebrae's spirit remains, so will mine. He must be obliterated, utterly and completely.
That is our plan. Kira will lead us in meditation. We will join our minds with Satil's and end his blight on the galaxy. Forever.
Then go, quickly. I will aid you as best I can.
Kira, the bridge has been secured.
We're all clear too. Meet you at the med bay.
Does Kira know you've been working with Revan?
I did not mention the specifics. Kira fought his followers on Yavin. I wasn't sure she would trust him. Come. The end is in sight. Survive.
Heskel's prophecy. At last, we are here.
You will not stop this. You cannot stop this.
You will never win. Valkorian's last vestige will be saved from your corruption.
You were puppets. Fools. We were his true followers. Only we knew the true shape of his power, of his plan.
You were all puppets. The man you're so obsessed with never cared about any of you.
Why should a god care for the insects beneath him? His designs were beyond any of us, and they will not be stopped. He is master of the Force, master of us all. To stand against such power is to be destroyed.
My father manipulated you just as he manipulated us. Deception was his greatest power.
We thought we were a family, that we knew him. We were wrong.
Please, let this madness end.
The end will come only when it serves him.
If destruction is what you crave, you shall have it.
I am the weapon of his will. None can stand against his power.
Life left.
More deaths to lay at my father's feet.
Master Satil, she's still alive. Matred and Syl are dead, and the rest aren't far from it. So much darkness. We have to hurry.
Form a circle, quickly.
I'll keep you covered from here, just in case any stragglers are hiding out.
Aaron.
She's my mother. I'm glad I can help, but I don't think I want to see the inside of her mind.
You just don't want to see what Malcolm
We're going
did
to
after
join our
Elderon.
minds with Satil's to help her fight. Focus your minds on her. Watch her breathing and try to match it. Close your eyes.
Here we go again.
Close your eyes. Let my voice guide you. Listen. Follow my voice. The Force unites us all. Through the Force, all things are one. Follow my voice. Follow. I can't sense the others. I'm not sure if they made it in.
Unexpected guests. Fascinating.
Oh dear, not again.
Who are you?
I'm the one who's going to kill you.
Ah, of course. Who else would come here so willingly? I've heard so much about you.
I was just gonna be like the Outlander, and I'm like, oh no, not again.
You'll live.
Impressive. Most impressive.
What the?
My wayward child. You of all people should know better than to challenge my strength.
Or so I've gathered from this Jedi's memories. Your minds are resilient, to say the least. Adapting so quickly. Resisting so ably.
This isn't the first time we've faced each other. You don't remember?
This Jedi remembers, though she clearly lacks details.
You aren't who you pretend to be.
I am, and I am not.
That's your original body, isn't it? You're not Valkorian or Vitiate. You're Tenebrae.
As shrewd as I've been led to believe.
The ritual carved into him isn't a plague. It's an imprint. An echo of who he was back then.
It has taken longer than I'd hoped to recompose myself.
But time has never been in short supply. Not for me.
To be honest, I've quite enjoyed the process. The memories this Jedi and her followers have of me, of us. Quite amusing.
Am I supposed to think you're so old that shirts hadn't been invented?
Poor, simple-minded creature. Do not fear. Soon, you will not have to think at all. The version of me that you knew became too complacent, too distracted by mortal concerns, empires, wars, even a family. I have seen where that path led. I'm not so easily distracted now. I will succeed where he failed. And thanks to you, I have a choice of interesting bodies to carry me to victory.
Oh no, not again. Guys, stop trying to steal my body. It's another one of these things where it's like, why do you guys keep trying to steal my body? It's not Buddy anymore. Zash wants to steal this thing, not Tenebrae wants to steal it.
You'll live.
Oh dear, is that so decent? Oh, this actually might be, is this Titan?
That'll live.
You lash out with such conviction. Don't you see how pointless it all is?
I control this place. All that happens, every motion occurs by my design.
And you are no different.
You cannot succeed, only die alone.
In the fight against you, no one is alone. He divided us. He knows that together, we are stronger than he can ever hope to be.
I'd be honored to fight by your side.
Together, we will end him. We'll find Sutil and the others at the center of all this. Come on!
I believe a rabbit as a companion.
You believed you had won, that your achievements outweighed your losses, that your sacrifices meant something. Anything.
After all that I have done, all that I have enslaved, all that I have destroyed, you should have known.
You do not know the true face of power, but you will. Very soon, you will. told you.
I control all that happens here.
I am immortal, infinite, endless.
Everything ends. Even you.
I believe you tried to destroy me once before. You failed.
I saved you then. I will not save you now.
Fools!
He thinks you will be lost here forever. But you have always known the way to destroy him. Together, we will find his doom. SWTOR is stronger than this. Duplicate believes. She is not the easy prey he assumes. He gleans the facts of his other lives from the memories and impressions of SWTOR and her students. But he has only the knowledge of those events. This Tenebrae possesses none of the wisdom earned by experiencing them.
Well, how am I not surprised? I'm not even surprised Darth Maul's in here. It's probably like, honestly, like, Darth Maul, you guys were on a date. You guys like were dating, and then the next thing you know it, he dies. He still lives on in our dreams. It's great.
You seem to know a lot about what's going on.
I know only what you know. Do not share in his arrogance. He is more vulnerable than he would have us believe. But he is still the most dangerous being in the galaxy. If we fail to destroy him here and now, there may never be another opportunity. He is a relic of an era long past. Destroy him. Break the chains he uses to ensnare us all. Free the galaxy from his manipulations. Avenge me. Avenge us all.
At last, I understand.
So desperate for love. For approval. For self-determination.
Each more powerful than the last. And also easily manipulated. You must have been endlessly entertaining.
Ignore him. We're together.
Brother. Sister. We know. Brother.
We know what? That he's just as deluded and self-absorbed as our parents. You couldn't let me be free. You were so afraid to let me be what I am, you killed me. I wouldn't even be here if she hadn't dragged me along.
I'm sorry, Valen. We should have found another way.
Another way to what? Cage me like they did? What exactly did you hope to do with me?
Don't you wish things could have been different?
Different?
Different between us.
No. Okay.
I'm sorry. I never imagined you could be so utterly pathetic. Not one of you cares about me and what I want. Not truly.
Valen, please.
Please. Please what, Mother? Please stop reminding you of the truth. Does it hurt? Because it pales next to what you did to me.
Please listen to me, Valen. I don't deserve your forgiveness, but you deserve to hear this. I was wrong. He took you and I said nothing. He caged you and I stood by. He robbed you of the woman you were destined to be, but I let it happen. Others blame you for so much, but the fault is mine. How much pain and suffering might not have happened if I had just fought harder for you. I could have done more. I should have done more.
I'm sure you did your best, Senya.
You would say that. Birds of a feather and all. Can we focus? There's someone else here who needs to die.
Foolish child. You could never hope to.
You presume limits to my power. There are none.
You must reach the center. Go.
Did I ever like, oh no, oh no, it's a reunion. Yeah, apparently you can't romance Valen. Unfortunately, I honestly kind of want Valen to be. I wanted to use one of those ricotta, like reanimated machines to make Valen come back alive. Okay, Satil, you gotta turn off the light mode here, okay?
What could you possibly be thinking?
You must realize by now that everything you do here is meaningless. The Jedi's mind can no longer resist me. It crumbles by the second.
When she is obliterated, only I will remain.
Watch, fight, flee, bring as many friends as you like. Nothing can stop me now.
You're starting to sound a bit desperate. Who are you trying to convince?
Mindless child.
Look at them. Your Jedi and her weak-minded students. Barely clinging to life, to sanity.
They will fall. And once again, I will rise.
No. Your power is your weakness. It blinds you.
Jedi nonsense.
Precisely. My students and I, who are we to resist your power? You knew you could dominate us all. That you could tear a path through our minds, absorbing our essence, strengthening yourself, crashing through all our defenses one by one. In time, your victory was inevitable. In time, you would claw your way here, into the very core of my being. Into the heart of my trap.
Trap. Look around you.
Yes, look around me. Look at my students, each of them shaken to their core by the death and chaos that you helped create. Eager for help, guidance, strength. Had you focused on any one of them, you might have succeeded. But your ego wouldn't allow it. Why settle for one student when you could assault them all? And why limit yourself to the students when their master was close at hand? I never needed to beat you. I only had to let you think you were invincible. Until now. Until every person who knows your weakness firsthand could come to face you.
Return of the King, Darth Maul, let's go.
Until the one person who proved you could be defeated came here to destroy you, once and for all.
I am master to all Sith. Not one can challenge my power.
Have you forgotten our ways so quickly? To overcome the Master is the heart of being Sith. Even you cannot escape it.
Enough! You will all learn the true depths of my power.
Vitiate and
Challenge
Valkyrie.
comprehension.
We face their full might.
You won't hurt anyone ever again.
Witness true power. 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 The galaxy will be mine. Witness true power. You think you know me?
You will suffer.
We can do this. We've beaten you before. We'll beat you again.
I cannot be denied.
I am immortal.
The Sith will grow beyond you. All your power cannot save you.
everything you've done.
Everyone you've betrayed.
Everyone you've manipulated.
Everyone you've murdered.
The Force seeks balance. Always.
No. No!
The Force is mine. I command it.
I am endless!
No. In the end, you are nothing.
Welcome back.
What is this?
A victory party. The best I could do on short notice. We destroyed him. Utterly and forever. The Sith Emperor will never rise again.
At the end, all those people who appeared around us. Who were they?
They were the consequences he fled for so many centuries.
Where is everyone else?
My son is helping Kira and Scourge. They're taking my surviving students to our old training grounds on Coruscant. Arkan and Senya have left for Odessen. Perhaps now they will finally know true peace. The rest... Darth Mar, Mitra Surik, Revan... I believe they are one with the Force at last.
Wait. How much time has passed?
That's not important. You have given my son the home he always needed. I never expected a Sith to be the one to help him where I could not, but... he is content at last. Thank you.
Theron is a good man, and a good friend. I'm proud to be working with him.
Today, we defeated the most evil and destructive being in history. It has been centuries since the galaxy knew a day without Tenebrae's dark influence. Today is the first step toward a new future. Let's make that future a better one.
Ah, you're awake. Shouldn't need this then. Had an eventful day, have we?
He's gone, Lana. Destroyed. Forever.
I felt it. Kira and Scourge had me pick you up from the hangar. Apparently they were the first to wake from the ritual. You were unconscious for more than an hour. What happened?
Satele wanted a word with me.
That must have been interesting.
That's one way of putting it.
You'll have to tell me all about it. But first, what heading should I set?
You pick. As long as it's relaxing.
Yeah, daytime.
Aaron Lanier. I understand you have quite a story to tell.
I don't know who that is, but okay. Great. Okay, we just killed off the Sith Emperor for, I think, for the last time, maybe. He's probably gonna return in the future because BioWare needs some other things to put in, but yeah. I think that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Next time we'll be doing Spirit Suspensions, and we're gonna try to finish up whatever the Onslaught 6.1 update was. So yeah, great. Have a great day. Bye.